We are currently sailing. I know. It's intriguing. We're doing that thing. And it is just under the power of sail right now. Just wind. We have mom and kids down here. We have Starlink set up now. So we have it set up. It's temporarily set up over here until we get our solar on. We're heading up to do some solar installations and get that put on. And but mom's over there cooking dinner for everybody. Well, we sail to our next location. So I don't figured we'd take you along for a ride. Let you see what it's like here. Now I'm gonna open up our stand. That way you can set it up here like this. Put a stand up. There, right there. Let's do this. Let's do that. That'll help it. Hang out with you guys. And we can do this. There we go. Hang out for a bit. Sail around. Hopefully you're all having a good one. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Well, I'm the one that's the captain, so I'll be sailing it. Hopefully we have a good night. It's supposed to be decent wind, 10 knots, 10 to 15 knots, so we should be getting around 4 to 7 knots is what we should be getting. Under sail power here. The only thing I'm concerned about is we might need to throw our motors on to get some battery power at some point because we don't have everything set up yet the way we want. But right now we're gonna hang out with you guys in the sunset here. And you know what? Let's do this. Let's aim this way for you all. Let's do that. We'll put you this way and you can see the sunset behind us. Kind of set behind us. Yeah. But we're just quietly sailing. Right? Not bad. I know. How do you like our setup for our Starlink, or temporary tape there? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a good one. I don't know if I can see anything in chat. Welcome to chat here. The chat's not popping up there. If anybody has anything to say, let me know. I don't know if the chat's going to show on or not. But we're just sailing. Doing a little bit of live sailing here. Currently going 4.5 knots and 8 knots of wind. Not too bad for doing a bit of the sail, right? So what do you guys think? You like it? Doing a little quiet time here? Relaxing? What do you guys think of this? Do you normally do your own, would you sail yourself? Is this something you normally like to watch and relax to? Who knows? I was trying to get Chad here to show. No? But it looks like maybe that won't show. Chat filter. Show every message, yes. No, I don't want a chat filter. None. All messages. Ah, what are you doing? We're sailing. How's it going? Day's not too bad so far, our buddy Rat. Hey, Ree. How's it going? Hey, Angel. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us. Like I said, we're just doing a little sailing here. Heading to our next location. It'll be a few hours, but, sunset. Figured we'd share the sunset with you guys. Yeah, let's put it like that. That way you can see what we're doing. Like I said, just a quiet sail today. There's the family down there hanging out. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good one. We're just got a sunset in the background. I appreciate that, Angel. I appreciate that. Yeah, our family, we sail around. That's what our thing is. We do a little bit of sailing. We, as we sail, we go anywhere along the East Coast. And yes, Ree, it is fun. It's actually quite relaxing. The wind blowing, getting you all relaxed and quiet. Oop. I got a little bit of less wind than we needed there, and then popped over the wrong direction. Had to autopilot. Took a minute there to adjust. Nice thing is you got autopilot here. What do you guys think? Is this something that you guys are used to doing? Do you guys do this sailing yourselves? Oh, the light's getting a little dark here. Let's see if we can adjust it here. There we go. Put the camera No, the red light. I don't know if it worked. Oh, red light. Uh-oh. That's not that type of red light. Not that type of red light. Just so you're aware. You wish you were here. Well, you know what? This is not. It's a nice place to be. I'll have to admit, I like it. We've been sailing. Oh! The camera almost fell. I got a top heavy. So we've been around. We've been everywhere from St. Thomas. We got our boat and picked it up in St. Thomas there, and we've been sailing up since. Oh, we're not too far out in the ocean. Actually, land is about, I don't know, a mile or two away at the most. It is not far for land here. We're actually not too far away. We've been pretty far away before. I mean, we've gone from, like I said, we sailed from St. Thomas all the way here. So when we sailed from St. Thomas, we were out, you know, like it was 400 miles almost that we went before we saw land at one point. So we've gone out and done it before, yeah. That was probably the longest we went. That was going from, I think, what, Dominican to, was that Dominican to Turks? I think so, yeah. It was about, talking to wife over there. Yeah, it was like Dominican to Turks. Yeah, just doing a little nighttime sail. Because, you know, the thing that's nice about doing the nighttime sail is you don't have as many people out fishing and stuff like that, especially if you're going to be near shore with us. You might have a few people that go out, but you don't have the yahoos that go out, you know, the weekend warrior people. And then also on top of that, it'll help me get there depending on the time of the day. I'll get there in the morning to be able to get in easy to the anchorage or the mooring. You just in the ocean. Where were you, Rhea? Oh yeah, we'll throw out. We have a handrail that we do throw out fishing angel. The only problem is being nighttime, we don't always see it, so I'll throw it out in the morning and during the day. I don't always have it out at night just because we don't have it. It's a handrail. Have you seen those things before? You know, it's a round thing. You put the line on. Yeah. Where in the ocean were you going, Rhea? Am I getting the name right? Rise. Oh, I was so bad with that name. It's Rise. Yeah, so it's hard to see with the handrail, but we've caught, if you look at some of our shorts, we've caught some mahi, some of the little tunas, and stuff like that. Yeah, the fake tunas, the little tunas, whatever they call those things. So we've got a couple of those before, and those are nice. Yeah, where were you heading out 460 kilometers that you went, Rise? Oh, I can't do that, Angel. If you want to reach out to us, you can always respond, send us messages here if you'd like to. We're going to be starting, I don't know, somebody told us we should start a Patreon at one point. Was one of the people that, I do a different live stream. I have a Magic Gathering cards. I'm a nerd. If I play a card game, we open those. And at some point, we do that. And one of the people was like, you should do Patreon for your other stuff. I'm like, I don't know if it's that type of thing. But hey, if you want, you can always reach out, send us a message and talk to us. Chat, whatever you'd like there. But right now, we're going to just hang out, relax a bit, quietly sail. At 4.5 knots, we'll be there in, 12-ish hours. Not too bad. Not too bad. Angle it that way a little bit. There we go. Get this down. I do sail and fish at the same time. Yeah, we put out a hand line, you know, like a circle. That way we can, like I said, we caught everything from mahi to, we got our radio on here going. Let's see what they're saying here. No, Jacksonville is doing some type of test with their Coast Guard. We, the longest we have been in the water, we were overnight for, we didn't touch land for, I didn't touch land for over 48 hours. It was 2 nights, we were on land, overnight for 2 nights. 2 nights, and then, yeah, it was about a little over 48 hours before touching land. That was the longest that I've been. My family have been almost 3 days sometimes before touching land, yeah. What, Rise? What's that, buddy? we have to pay attention to our power because the autopilot takes a lot of it along with the instruments. So we have to throw the motors on every now and again just to power everything up. Yes, we sleep in the boat. This is a this is a 40-foot catamaran we live on. It's a Leopard. It's a 2017 Leopard we live on. We moved onto it a few months back in December 18th, right? Got it? I think so. Something like that. Yeah, we sleep in it. We have my wife and I have one of the hulls is our cabin. And my boys, they have another hull, which is 2 cabins, one in the peak, one in the front, one in the aft, and then they have a bathroom, and we have our own master head. So perfect for a small family. You know, I mean, it's 40 feet, more than, quite frankly, it's like the size. If you were going to get an apartment, say in a city, this is how I like to explain the boat, like a catamaran at least. If you're going to buy an apartment in the city, you're going to spend a boatload of money, and you're only going to be allowed to be in that city. You don't get to move, you don't get to go anywhere else. But when you buy the catamaran, it's the same size as one of those apartments in the city, but you can travel anywhere you want. You can go anywhere in the world. Theoretically. You should refresh on the thing at the top. Yep. Oh, it's probably yeah, that's what you have to be on. She's trying to get the capture display has been lost. Well, that's weird. Why is it not picking up? Now you're gonna figure out why the tablet's not picking up and connecting. Oh no! Yes, my wife is here. Yes, we were on boat over the land for on the water for 48 hours. My children and I, we all kind of slept in one of the odd turns, and we have a bed up here. Then everybody sleeps in their cabins and everything. Connection lost. Got it. Poor Wi-Fi signal. What is this? All right, we're gonna just restart then. When in doubt, restart. Hard start? Come on. Hard restart, that is. Here we go. All right, start, hard power off. Slide to power off. Alrighty, let's try to restart that power back on and see if it'll pick up our display. We got Ray Marine, so like he'll pick up a display and he'll like go to 2 different areas so we can have it on our tablet. That way we can see everything. Like say if I want to go and sit in the boat and eat dinner, I can sit down in the boat with the family, have dinner, see exactly where we are and where we're going, what the wind's doing and stuff like that, so I can hang out down there with the autopilot on. Oh, you got your channel yourself, Angel. Ah, well, make sure you check. I'll check that out when I can. The cam is lagging a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's it might be just we got Starlink, so you know it's got picking up the right satellite right now. Gonna give Ellen a call there and tell him to get on it if we're gonna have to pay out the ass for it. We might as well have a working Starlink. All right, disconnect from my Ray. Let's do this, restart. Yeah, it's expensive for Starlink. That's the only problem. Luckily, my company's been paying for it so far, the small business that I run. There you go, Mom. Aha! There it is.
Nervous little puppy.
That's fine. You can do whatever you like. Leave him out here. He's going to hang out fine. Oh, yeah. Hey, well, it happens sometimes. It's just the, the internet connection sometimes with Starlink and everything isn't the best. That's the only thing you got to worry about. But it depends on how fast you're moving and where you are, it seems. But we have it turned on, so we shouldn't have a problem. I guarantee, you know what it probably is? It's probably the kids. They're using the internet and they're probably like streaming a bunch of stuff and killing it. I'm just giving. What are you doing, boys? They're playing some games on their tablets while we sail the rest of the way. Just make sure everything's looking good. Yeah, I don't know, almost 5 knots, and it's 9 knots of wind. I'll take it. Yes. Yeah. We have a bit. bit away from land we are. We're I don't know, about a mile or so from land, probably. Maybe 2. Not too far. Not too far from land. Far enough that you're not ever going to hear anything other than me talking or the ocean. It's definitely quiet and peaceful. I have to say that. Now, do you guys, what do you normally do on your evenings here? Where are all of you right now? I mean, you can tell I'm in the ocean. Where are all of you? Here, I'll show you my view. Any fishes? Oh no, but dolphins. We see dolphins all the time, actually. Let me flip that around. This is the view that I got here. Not bad. The area there. Out to the ocean, to nothingness. There you go. But that's what we got for a view right now. Now, we have dolphins we've seen. We saw whales. Actually, we saw humpback whales when we were in Dominican Republic. They were actually during birthing season, so they were actually giving birth. And the Dominican, we saw probably like a bunch of baby whales. Just like it was like at least a half a dozen or more that we saw baby whales just going all over. It was pretty cool. That was one of my favorite. We have it, and it was too far away to really get a good view of it, but like on a camera. But we tried recording it on the GoPro, and our other one is just kind of one of those hard things far away, you know. But we'll see if we can get that out there one time. But that was really cool. That's one of the ones that if we ever get a chance to, when we go back, if we can stop there again when they're going, I'm definitely gonna get my scuba gear on and see what I can see underwater, because that would be pretty sweet. We have not seen any orcas. We have to go on the other side of the world to see more of that. They don't come too much over here. And yeah, at the current time frame, the way the orcas have been like attacking boats, we prefer not to see them right now, you know? We've been hearing them attacking boats and taking off the rudders and stuff. They're playing, but it's what they're doing. They're taking the rudder away. Yeah, we had, you should see, we saw a lot of sea turtles, yeah. We actually had, for fish, so mahi, probably, how big was mahi? Like, yeah, it was at least, I mean, I'm not lying, it was half of my body or more when I was holding it up. So 3+ feet long. And then, I mean, we got 2 solid meals out of it. We had probably like 4 pounds, 2 to 4 pounds of meat. Yeah, there's a video. There's one of our shorts though on our channel that has me holding up while smiling. That was our nice big one. But we've caught a few of the little tunas and stuff. We've seen a few sharks actually. Where we anchored, there was bull sharks every now and again that supposedly come by. We couldn't tell. Sometimes we think they may have been the sharks, but we did see the what were the sharks that were jumping out of the water? Mako sharks. Mako sharks. When we were coming up from Miami to our location we just left, we saw a bunch of Mako sharks like bulleting out of the water, because what they do is they pretty much just get a running start. They go into the school of fish, grab them, and like fly up out of the water. They can literally, if you've seen some videos of them, they literally jump in boats every now and again. So we were sawing that shark. We saw the shark. I mean, I'm telling you, it was probably 50 feet from me. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a dolphin at first. And I saw a second one go, I'm like, does it look like a dolphin? And then my wife comes and looks, like, that's a shark. And then we figured out they were Mako sharks out there. So they were just jumping out of the water, like just taking fish or whatever. I'm like, good thing we're not swimming now. Might be a place to throw a net out. I mean, not a net out, a line out, but you're gonna catch a shark when you catch up. It's gonna get a shark from you. So it was cool as hell though, seeing them. I mean, there was 3 to 4 different schools of them jumping out that we saw. Yeah, coming from Miami up, right? It was when we left Jupiter, or was it on the way to Jupiter? Probably when we left Jupiter. Okay. Yeah, it was like when we left Jupiter. Yo, clear out of the water. They were solid like 2-3 feet out of the water. They were pretty cool. We tried getting a handful of those, so we pictures of those. But every time you would try to grab one, it would just like you're like, oh, get ready to get the picture or get the camera out. They stop jumping there and they start going over here. So it's always wicked hard to see them. It was one of those ones that was like, oh, damn, we got so close. But we just think they move so quick that you just can't catch them. You just literally have to have it at the right moment where you can just happen to be able to pull it out at the right time. We got Bones down there. Our dog hanging out, taking a rest, hanging outside. We have him hooked up so he doesn't fall off overboard, so he can't go to the edge of the boat and go overboard. Oh no, my family were fishermen for generations out of actually Gloucester, Massachusetts, New England. I'll be up that area at some point, taking the sailboat out there. So my family have been fishermen for some generations. We've caught, my father used to catch, they weren't big, they were called sand sharks or dogfish. That's what actually he made his living on, catching that stuff. Then he went to monkfish. I lobster with my brother-in-law and stuff like that. So I've been on the water for a bit. But yeah, it's hard for me. I don't think I'd get scared about a shark jumping out of the water. The only thing I'd probably get scared of is if I was in the water and the shark was coming towards me. Maybe. Depends on the type of shark too, you know. If he's my buddy and he comes by and I pet him every day, then maybe I won't worry. But if he's Jaws and he's coming to eat me, I don't know. We watched Jaws the other night. My youngest. We had to be like, buddy, it's a movie, it's fake. How's it going, Angel? Yeah, so we've had that happen a few times, but we're lucky enough that generally we don't see too many creatures that are problematic. But I plan on once we get up to New England, I'm gonna be doing some diving for some good cold water lobsters, and the good thing I got a suit now. I think the suit that I have was 4 or 5 millimeters thick, so it should be actually decently warm. But the problem is it's loose on it enough that I think some of the water leaks in. Yeah. Jacksonville again. They got some type of stuff they're doing with the Coast Guard up in Jacksonville. They're doing some live fire exercises. Woo! So you gotta make sure you're out of the area by 10 miles because I guess they can shoot you or something. I don't know. Pretty sure they know it wasn't you to shoot. What? No, it's in Jacksonville. We're not going to Jacksonville. You understand? That's why I'm not worried at the moment. But some quiet nighttime sailing. 5 knots an hour. We're getting 11 knots of wind. We got up to 5 knots. Ooh. We're moving. We're cooking. I have to say, I do like hanging out with just the sail. It is nice. Nice just to relax and get away from everything, right? Yep. Yes, Rise. You could see the little fish jumping out of the water. They were either mullet or something along that line. They were jumping out of the water. It wasn't too far from shore. And you would just see all of a sudden like some mullet jump, and then you'd see a shark. So like a bunch of mullet would jump out of the water, and then all of a sudden you see a shark launch itself out of the water. Like, I'm not lying, it was like what, 3 to 4 feet? Like 3 or 4 feet out of the water, they launch themselves because they go so quick to catch the fish that they can't get out, and they launch themselves right out of the water and they just plop in. Hey there, Angel. How's it going? But yeah, that's kind of how it works. How they were doing that. That was pretty crazy. I know. That's why we were trying to get video of it. I'm hoping we got a few of them. We should be getting somewhere. My wife, Steph, does a lot of the. She does all the the videos for us, not the live ones. All the shorts and all of our videos. I do my own thing. I'm FOS Gamers on YouTube. I stream that myself. I do gaming things like Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering stuff. No, I did not see the shark teeth with any blood. Sorry, I have not seen that before. I don't want to see that either because I'm guessing if you see blood in a shark tooth, you probably get bit by the shark, and you probably don't want to see that. Or you're in the water. Or you're in the water and something else is getting eaten and you need to get away quick. Lexi. We have not seen any killer whales rise. At the moment, we are happy we have not seen any orcas, because when we do, I'll have to be aware, because they've been attacking some sailboats and taking rudders off of them. So like, I guess somebody says the scientists say they're playing and they're taking off. They're just like playing, think it's like something an item to play with, like a ball or something, and they keep hitting the rudder and eventually knock them off the boat. And then when the rudder comes out, there's a giant hole there letting water through if it gets it that bad. There's been a few that have sunk off the coast of the Mediterranean. When they come out of there, they're really driving there. Hey, well, have a good one. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'll go over and check you out when I can. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for a bit. Yeah, we'll be back on live. We'll go on every now and again here. I can only go on for so long because, you know, the phone ends up dying anyways. Like, yeah, I'm getting down there right now anyways as we go. Not too bad right here in the morning, in the evening. The sun is finally down. Here we are. Quietly sailing to our next location. Oh, Mom, how's dinner going? How's dinner going? Got Mom cooking dinner downstairs. Yeah, I can show the ocean. There we go. There you are, my friend. There is the ocean right now. All right, so we're going to try to get away from some light. This is no light. Up here in the front there. Heading out. This is us. And this is where what you see. There's our running lights there. Make sure you got no issues. There you go. That's what you see. Or that's what I see right now. I know, not bad for the view, huh? Clear open water. The eyes can see. Oh yeah. In a little while, once the sun goes completely down, it will be pure black. Like, you won't be able to see out there at all. You'll, like, right now you can see a little bit to the edge because there's a little bit of sun, but what you'll be able to do is, oh look, there's a star up there. You'll be able to see some of the stars actually. There's a good chance you'll see some stars here with us tonight when you're hanging out, because how dark it gets. I mean, it's pitch black and you'll see some good stars. Like like one of the nights when we were in Calibra, it was like you could see part of the Milky Way the way it was going up there. So yeah, we'll get some star out. There's another star up there, a little harder to see. Yeah, got some stars around us coming out right now. It's not completely black yet, but it will be soon. Will be soon, but yeah, this is our front here. Actually, you know what? Here, let's do this. I'm gonna move this so I can have a hand. Hold this to get a. There we go. Hold that. There we are. We'll wander over here now. This is our. I don't know what they call them, princess seat or some shit like that. I don't know what it is. We'll sit right here. This is the forward. Hi, Angel. Ah, yes, we got some nice stairs there. Get up and around. There's the front of the boat there, so you can see we got a nice door in the front there. The wife cooking. That's the helm where I was hanging out with you guys a minute ago. Kids in there on their tablets hanging out, doing their thing. Here we are on the front of the boat here with it pitch black out in the ocean, and then eventually we'll see some nice stars. Oh, there's a couple of them up there. Oh, look, see? Look at that set. Sun setting, you can see the darkness come in. That's pretty sweet. You can see the darkness come right around everything, and the clouds, and the sun, and the stars starting to show up. Ready? Go up a little bit, and we can start seeing the stars come out. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. It's like the Earth closing in on itself. This is what we do. This is what our family does now. We sail from place to place. We're going to hang out with a friend of mine up in Maryland. We'll be up there for a little while to get some solar and install some of that. He said he was going to give assistance, so that's always nice when you get a friend to help. And that's the boat there of the water. There you go. That's where we are right now. It's quite relaxing, actually. After being in some places and being annoyed and frustrated with things going on, it's quite relaxing to be out here with nothing. There's the cities coming down to a close with their lights. Going right by. All the towers. It's kind of a cool view, though, I have to say. I like that view. Like, you can see why people say sometimes it's like a painting what you're looking at. Definitely doesn't seem real in some places the way it looks. Well, we've got more stars coming out above us shortly. Getting darker. Whoa, now it's getting dark over there. I told you it was going to get dark over there as soon as more of the sun goes down. Now you can see, you'll be able to see some more of the stars coming out soon. You only see a couple of them right now. So where are you all? Are you near coast where you get to go out in the ocean and fish or swim or boat? You guys are you all landlocked? Maybe you beach it? Yeah, there's a friend that we're going to invite to help sail with us, but we ended up leaving at night, and they have to do stuff, and they work in the morning, so they couldn't come. I don't think they're going to get. Ah, we've got more stars coming out. Look at that. What? Oh, dinner's done. Looks like we're going to go over and have some dinner. Let's head back to the helm over here. Switch that around so you can see. All right, now I think we're gonna go and have some dinner, and then we might come back online again in a little while. Who knows? Right now, though, we'll do some dinner. Maybe we'll do instead of a vertical, we'll do the other version of it. That guy, you guys can see us another way. Who knows? We'll find out. But this is one of our first ones. I think it went well. We had a good time with you guys. What do you think? Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully everyone had a good one. And we will, what we'll do is we'll see you guys. We'll say a little later tonight maybe, or tomorrow. Maybe I'll go on like midnight or something, when 2 a.m. when I'm sailing here to keep myself awake. You guys can help keep me awake in the middle of the night. How's that sound? I'll talk to you guys later. We'll see you around. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and you follow us. So we'll see you all around. Have a good one. Thank you for coming in.